Kolbe is a YouTuber who is considered a fringe element in the whole theistic religion resurrection movement. It is undeniable that he has some extreme views, and that he is no shy of expressing them, which is shown by creating a video that brought something in a scene so crucial for religious people, yet almost not brought up by anyone on YouTube. Switch to Godless Cranium, a YouTuber who has caught Max Kolbe in action, so as to speak, and his page has reacted, not surprisingly, hysterically to Max's comments, with some suggesting that he needs to get laid, to some refusing to believe he is Christian. Max's comments indeed are very provocative and present, but that is not the concern of the video. The concern is whether they are true. Max calls himself delivering red pill. Red pill is a term often used when someone tries to present facts that stand contrary to the happy and loving image that is crafted in society based on pretentious liberalism mixed with false conservatism. Max goes on encouraging people to hate atheism because he believes that the opposite is true. Atheists seem to vehemently deny this allegation, many agreeing that the hate is just reserved for the radical Max. Yet Kolbe has seemed to hit a nerve somewhere. Kolbe brings a case wherein religious people were denied adoption by an agency because of their homophobic views. Cranium thinks that the issue is debatable, but an issue being debatable means Cranium acknowledges that there is a rational way to make an argument on the other side and is willing to listen. Oddly enough, he disparages Max for holding a similar view about atheists, and he believes that this will surely take some of their rights away. So on one issue he seems to be open to listen, but on another he seems to have made his mind. Oddly enough, the only issue in which he is open to legality of discrimination is against people who he think he will never be, and where he resists the discrimination the most seems to be against people of his own community. Does Cranium hate theists? Is it malice? Maybe not. It is surely a sign for religious and theists. Red Pill does not seek to deliver solutions, it only seeks to paint the real picture in front of blinded eyes. Mac points a real danger, and atheist and Cranium only end up showing that he is correct. Whether it is driven by hate or zeal or any other emotion is completely irrelevant. In a new video, Cranium defends Max's right to speech. He writes, "Yes, I will defend Max's free speech. I think he and every other religious person should be free to speak their minds. That doesn't mean I can't oppose them or that by opposing their ideas, I am promoting hatred towards them as human beings. This is strange. In case of adoption, the only argument that can be made against religious people adopting children is a psychological clash arising from them holding different values. All the rest is uncertain. But such clash persists even if the children are born of the parents themselves. If every child deserves an environment that can be considered safe and healthy according to liberal dogma, then would the religious people be forcibly prevented from having babies, or would the babies be aborted forcibly? But there is another dark twist to it. If indeed psychological well-being is being used as a reason to justify this discrimination, wouldn't a gay child passing through a congregation of religious fundamentalists with signs and speeches that are anti-gay be potentially hurt? Would Cranium stop thinking so highly of Max's free speech then? It is all just his thoughts. So Max's rights in this world are not determined by God, but what Cranium and his band thinks, which can change any moment and because of any stimulus. And Cranium gives all appearance of being a liberal. It brings the debate back to the initial point. No matter how the game of pretenses is played, it is certain that no religious freedom that anyone holds dear is guaranteed in an atheist or a secular world that is not in a religious tyranny. Every freedom of yours and every right of yours is scrutinized by people who think you are delusional, ignorant, indoctrinated, or just plain evil. That is a bad sign. A man must fight for his own rights, believing that fedora tippers will protect you. It's the last mistake you can make. Not fall into the trap, not set boundaries. Kingdom and his atheist friends haven't for any reason. So why should anyone else? Remember three things. Nothing is extreme in debating subjective moralists, because for subjective moralists, nothing is extreme in itself by definition. Atheists and secularists should be the last people you must trust to protect religious freedom, like a promiscuous man should be the last person you must believe to protect family values. There might be people who you think are extremists today because you believe they give a bad name to your religion, but what would others think of your religion is irrelevant. They believe it to be false and you to be delusional. Choosing good over truth is often like choosing quicksand over water to drown. Sure, you may live longer, but once you get therein, You only go deep down. It is always good to fight and lose than to lose and fight. And fight for your own values because a man's values are his closest friends and are a person who perplexes him to ensure his own idea of truth to gain friendship.